she's been through a lot. But I think what's really nice at the end of season 3 is she's shown a little bit of her strength, a little bit of her resourcefulness, her resilience, and her son has become her joy, her light in her life, because everything else is so dark. So I think she's enjoying being a mother in that sense. Yeah.
How did you find being a screen mum? What was that like?
Do you know what? It was really strange having the pregnancy bump. You weirdly just become. I just became really maternal, and I was like rubbing it and like stroking the bump. I was like, whoa, this is weird. And then actually having a baby to work with, I learned that I'm not that strong. Like lifting a baby you need muscle. I remember just being like, I got through it.
And how about the relationship with the Reverend in this series? Because it's pretty awful in the 3rd series. Is it even worse in the 4th?
Well, I think what's really interesting about their relationship at the start of this season is, Morwenna has stood up to him. She's really shown her strength. I mean, she had to go to some really extreme, things to do that. But because of that, at the start of the series, there's a really interesting sort of power play between them. Who owns the space, who's got the status between them. So that's been that was really fun to play. I mean, really interesting to kind of look at in the scenes as well.
Because there would be some assumption that she would have to kind of cow to him being the man in the relationship, but she can define some of the rules around. She has a certain autonomy.
Yeah, well, I think what she struggled with was having any sort of control over her life at all. And it was towards the end of series 3 when, she found out all this information about Ozzy and her sister Rowella, and she thought, I can use this to my advantage and gain some control over my own life. That didn't work, so she, threatened her son, which is an awful thing to do, but it was that desperation to actually have some control because, up until that point, she's just been kind of manipulated and pushed into these corners, and so yeah, it's nice to see that she's actually really fighting to have some control over her life.
And just finally, I noticed you're wearing the Era 50/50 badge there. How long have you been a supporter of that project?
Well, I think it's just everyone should be supporting it, just by raising awareness, like just wearing this, it's so important. It's so important because we're not, women are not equally represented at the moment. So yeah, I think if we just keep talking about it, doing stuff like this, just the little things, they all add up to create a great movement.
Do you find it incredible that we're deep into the 21st century and yet there is still this disparity existing within the industry?
It is incredible. I mean, I was reading some statistics and some of them truly shocked me. You're more likely to see an alien on screen than an Asian female. And I was like, oh my God. Whoa. So it is pretty crazy, but it's amazing that these movements are coming about. People are talking, supporting each other, uniting. It's just feels like it's an amazing time for some change, which is cool.